Right? So that is how you do creative way of doing experiential learning. They can be rigorous, it can be your core values. It can be your core values. I bring students out to do sandcastle. So like in St. Anthony, what's that, primary school? St. Anthony, Commercial Primary, I think. Yes. Okay, now this particular primary school in the east, I bring the students out, alright? The school core values, I'll share them the core values. And then when they're doing the sandcastle building, I will stop and I'll create experiences. And the process, remind them about the school core values. Right? So the activity is neutral. What you do with it? No ideas. No ideas. Okay, now this is, like I said, this is a workshop. Huh? It's not I work, we all work together. So let's hear from one another what are some creative ideas. Right? I share with you some more to stimulate your thinking. Now let's hear from others to see what other ideas they can come up. Okay? So let's start with this side. Can we all listen? Let's listen to this idea.
So the project is called achieving your goals, the project. And then the learning is putting on a video. Okay? The experience is basically when a student comes to ITE, right, the first thing he do is to share his goal. Yeah, so share his goal on then capture in the video. So on the way, right, he get influenced, then his goal might sidetrack, So you always bring back the video and show him.
So it's what you said earlier.
It's said because the student is with us for 2 years. So during the 2 years, right, how you achieve this goal, there's a lot of distraction. Sometimes the student may not be able to achieve the goal. So the video will help to tell them, remind them that what they said at the beginning was achieved.
I really encourage you to do it under the he's known to be the father of positive psychology, Martin Seligman, or how you pronounce it. Yeah. He talks about that as well. That when you give them to start to dream about what they want to be, actually it's a very good process for them to build resilience. Yeah. So I want to encourage you to do that. It has a very good value for the kids. But then you must think through how frequently you show them that. Okay? Good idea. Next one? Huh? No idea. See lah, because the guy keep using his handphone. Okay, let's hear from this side.
Okay, I share about my overseas trip. There's an overseas trip that I'm going. I'm going to Cambodia. It's some place with less facility. It's a school at the downside. So I'm bringing students there to do service learning. They're going to teach the primary school kids over there. So before this trip, we actually come together and we revise the lesson again and again. So they learn that firstly, teaching is not easy. Secondly, they learn that they have to understand the children over there before even going there. So there's a reflection part. Of course, when we go there and teach, there's another set of reflections. Then the service learning is that the students will learn that they minimal things, but they are self-sufficient and they are happy. They don't have much material stuff, but they are happy.
So the service to the community is that your students can teach. The learning is that teaching is not easy.
They have to self-discovery, that they have to learn. They have to learn how to understand others before they can teach.
Okay.
And they have to understand their own limitation before they can teach.
What would be a good follow-through after this?
Okay, they will have provide their reflections every day, and after the journey, they have to probably have a presentation so they summarize their journey. And the main thing is that they must have this reflection to guide the approach.
Sure. I just want to give you some ideas to expand it further. How about ending it? Getting them to appreciate the teachers that they have. Because what they have gone through is to understand the stress the teacher has gone through. And they have to understand that that's precisely what you guys teachers are doing every day for them. And one of the way to do it is to appreciate the teachers who are doing it for them. Just some ideas to add on to that. And I want to encourage you for doing such projects. I really want to encourage us when you go for your YEP trips and all that, please don't bring your students and build toilets, build floors, paint the pictures. Because it's cheaper to pay the people to do it. But do things like education, things that value add to the community where the community don't have. I think that is a more worthwhile things to do.
Yeah, I'm a coach, so I'm going to try to do this with a team. My players who are training at the moment for competition for next year. I'm going to video and let them reflect on the experience from now all the way from through the competition until the end. Two things. Number one is to expound the school values, the passion, the reclaim, integrity, and control, and empathy. At the same time, also it's like a team bonding. So to get everyone to be involved, because in the game, not all the players are going to play. So if some of them can just video and do this reflection and edit the video, it's part of a team working together. You know, it in the game, but it's part of a team. So at the end of the day, it can be a memory for the set force. At the same time, it can be a memory for them for the rest of their life. They have finished it and done this.
Okay, so the memory part is taken care of. Can you repeat the core value again? Passion?
Passion, resilience, integrity, dare to try and do.
Just to give you some ideas to think about, right? We have this game because we talk about passion. What is passion? The root meaning of the word passion has the meaning of the word pain in it. Right? So if you're passionate about something, what it means is that you're willing to be paid for it. So what we do for young people especially, we get them to do endurance game. Right? So that they may they will compete with the other person, you know, all stand on one leg, carry a chair, see who give up first. Then, as they reach their breaking point, get them to shout, you know, that I want to see, I want to win, I want to win. So then we draw out about passion and school values. Passion is not sitting down in the comfort of this training room and talk about the game. Passion is when you're out there and your body is giving up and you're telling yourself, I'm not going to give up. Resilience and all. So these are some of the things that you can add on in the video. Yeah. So that they see their final moment before they crack it. How old they want to okay? So I hope that this is just a simple activity where you share what you're planning to do, I value add to your games. Let me end off by showing you a video, Ken. Alright? Like I said, this workshop is to give you ideas. Alright, so I'm going to give you one last experience by showing you a video, and then we'll sum up our time together. Are the volumes up? I'm sorry.
A teacher in New York decided to honor each of her seniors in high school by telling them the difference each of them had made. She called each student to the front of the class, one at a time. First, she told each of them how they had made a difference to her and the class. Then she presented each of them with a blue ribbon imprinted with gold letters, which read, "Who I am makes a difference." Afterwards, the teacher decided to do a class project to see what kind of impact recognition would have on the community. She gave each student 3 more blue ribbons and instructed them to go out and share this acknowledgement ceremony. Then they were to follow up on the results, see who honored whom, and report to the class in about a week. One of the girls in the class went to a junior executive in a nearby company and honored him for helping him with his career planning. He gave him a blue ribbon and put it on his shirt. Then he gave him 2 extra ribbons and said, "We're doing a class project on recognition, and we'd like for you to go out, find someone to honor, and give them a blue ribbon. Then give them this extra blue ribbon so they can acknowledge acknowledge a third person to keep this ceremony going. Then, please get back to me and tell me what happened. Later that day, the junior executive went in to see his boss, who had a reputation of being kind of a grouchy fellow. He told him that he deeply admired him for being a creative genius. The boss seemed very surprised. The junior executive asked him if he would accept the gift of a blue ribbon and give him permission to put it on him. His boss said, well, sure. The junior executive took one of the blue ribbons and placed it right on his boss's jacket above his heart. And then he asked, offering him the last ribbon, "Would you take this extra ribbon and pass it on by honoring somebody else?" The teenager who gave me these is doing a school project, and we want to keep this ribbon ceremony going and see how it affects people. That night, the boss came home and sat down with his 14-year-old son. He said, "The most incredible thing happened to me today. I was in my office, and one of my employees came in and told me he admired me, and gave me a blue ribbon for being a creative genius. Imagine, he thinks I'm a creative genius. Then he put a blue ribbon on me that says, 'Who I am makes a difference.' He gave me an extra ribbon and asked me to find somebody else to honor. As I was driving home tonight, I started thinking about who I would honor with this ribbon, and I thought about you. I want to honor you. My days are hectic, and when I come home, I don't pay a lot of attention to you. I yell at you for not getting good enough grades and for your messy bedroom. Somehow tonight, I just wanted to sit here and, well, just let you know that you do make a difference to me. Besides your mother, you are the most important person in my life. You're a great kid, and I love you." The startled boy started to sob and sob, and he couldn't stop crying. His whole body shook. He looked up at his father and said through his tears, "Dad, earlier tonight I sat in my room and wrote a letter to you and Mom explaining why I had took my life, and I asked you to forgive me. I was going to commit suicide tonight after you were asleep. I just didn't think you cared at all. The letter is upstairs. I don't think I'll need it after all." His father walked upstairs and found a heartfelt letter full of anguish and pain. The boss went back to work a changed man. He was no longer a grouch, but made sure to let all of his employees know that they made a difference. The junior executive helped many other young people with career planning, one being the boss's son, and never forgot to let them know that they made a difference in his life. In addition, the young man and his classmates learned a valuable lesson. Who you are does make a difference.
Can anybody all of us stand out? Let's form a circle. I'd like to present you the blue ribbon.